Hi, today we're going to be talking all about breasts, hers and his. I'm a sex counselor. I specialize in men's sexual health, and we're going to be reading from the book, The Multi-Orgasmic Couple, all about it. And as I mentioned most recently, this book is framed from the Taoist perspective or the more Eastern medicine approach, which I prefer. So it's a lot of talk about energy, sexual energy, chi, moving that through our body, using it as a conduit, a life force. It's something to be sort of nourished and explored, not something to be feared. So this is why I much prefer this lens on sex. But let me know what you think. Let's get into it. Spiraling around the breast in increasingly smaller circles like this draws the energy to the nipple. Rubbing your thumb and finger together prior to touching your partner's nipples generates chi that can increase your partner's stimulation. Eventually, touch your partner's nipples between your thumbs and fingers and lightly roll the nipples between them. Yes, please. While the nipples are certainly the most sensitive part of a woman's breast, most women enjoy having their entire breast touched and massaged before their partners zero in on their nipples. And what do we do before we do that? We ask, right? Consent is always sexy. Women differ greatly in the amount of stimulation they like and how hard they like their breasts to be fondled and their nipples squeezed. In general, the more aroused a woman becomes, the harder the stimulation she will find pleasurable, which is one reason that women find they enjoy more intense nipple stimulation later during prolonged foreplay or intercourse. Men's breasts and nipples are far less prominent and generally much less sensitive than women's, but it's led to this mistaken belief that men's nipples are not sensitive at all, which is a huge disservice, I think. Many men find that their nipples are very sensitive and even get erect, while others need regular stimulation to awaken their nerve endings. Finally, some men never warm to nipple stimulation or would just prefer their partner move on to more sensitive spots. The tongue is an extraordinary conduit of chi, and there is no better way to arouse your partner's nipples than with your tongue. They believe that there is a triangle of arousal between nipples and genitals. Stimulating a woman's and man's nipples will often stimulate the genitals at the same time, or at least start an itch below that demands to be scratched. Okay, cuties, I would love to get your take on this. I hope you learned something. If you have questions or would like to talk about your sex life, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if I don't hear from you, I am wishing you the very best day of your life. Bye.